Good morning, Vail Daily Life is coming to you in a second. Tuesday, wrapping up, almost there. Alert, we having some new and fresh powder. Vail Daily Life is starting now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to VDL for Tuesday, December 28th. My name is Ty Diaz. When we say we are VDL, that includes you too. So we look forward to interacting with you in the chat features that are located either on your Facebook and or YouTube, if that's where you're watching. And thank you for watching on Outside Television 17. We're excited to be there and excited for all the snow that we received over Christmas weekend. So much of it. But with that, a lot of hazards played into it as far as the commute, getting folks in and or out of here. You know, next year this time, considering that it's the mountains and you're returning to a winter wonderland, a world-class ski resort, consider that snow could be in the forecast and it could impede on your arrival and your departure, especially when it comes to flights and commutes on the road. But don't get out there if you don't have to. No sense in driving, especially in Vail and Beaver Creek when you're lodging right in the pod of Vail, right in the pod of Beaver Creek. Everything's right there for you, from breakfast to shopping to entertainment, ice skating, and the slopes. You don't need a rental vehicle when you're around here. Leave it to the pros especially. And if you're heading out on the slopes this morning, if you don't feel that you should be driving or anyone in your group is strong enough for that drive, public transportation is available for you. So letting you know what's happening, 3 inches reported the past 24 hours over at Vail, 2 at Beaver Creek. Here's what's happening on today's show. And you saw Brazzo this morning hanging out in Beaver Creek, and he's going to be giving us some of the updates at Beaver Creek and how things are shaping up for the start of the morning. Why don't you go ahead and meet Brazzo? He's not alone this morning. Grab some coffee with him. Also, the story of Skea, the luxury mountain lifestyle brand. That's some of the many topics we'll be covering this morning on VDL. What's new at the outlets of Silverthorne fashion-wise. Let's get a little bit more shopping done. And Trisha cooks chicken and white bean chili. We're all getting kind of used to Trisha Swenson sharing with us some cooking secrets. She's not reputable for being in the kitchen, but is becoming known for being in the kitchen now. Me, I'm more of a 2 minutes on the microwave kind of person myself. Also giving you a look at what's happening in the weather for your commute this morning, how it's shaping up this morning out there, and news and so much more. But here's what we can do right now, and that is to check in with Brazzo up in Beaver Creek and to see how things are shaping up. And this morning, Brazzo, we play this little pump-up music, and someone gets to pick it. You chose a theme song from Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that the name of that movie?
Yes.
I've got a feeling.
You better believe it. I apologize.
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, we're going to need a guardian of the Wi-Fi where Brazzo is over in Beaver Creek. We're going to allow him to relocate. How are things looking this morning where you are? I see people right by the bridge and the bus stop, Beaver Creek, and the creek that runs right beneath you. People making their way to the work? People making their way to the slopes already?
Yes, people is going to work. The buses are stopping. Look at this winter wonderland, as you describe it, Ty. It's gorgeous this morning. The snow is piling. You see all these pillows behind me with the creek, the famous Beaver Creek. That's what the name of. And I love you. I didn't know. I always thought it was something else.
Yes, and so exactly that's what you're finding this morning in Beaver Creek. And behind Brazzo, as you can see, snow's coming down, continue to be in the forecast for the day. Brazzo's nice and bundled up, as you can see, beanie, the jacket. It looks very suspect for one that might be heading to the slopes this weekend. And, I mean, did you and the family make it on the slopes this past weekend? I'm just going to go ahead and take that as a yes, and I didn't mean that today's the weekend, though it certainly could be. But you know what else we need to keep in mind? Again, December 28th, we're wrapping up the year 2021. Just 3 more days away before New Year's Eve and bringing in the new year, which is on Saturday. Count them. And have you made your list? Did you hit your bucket list this year of all of your goals? And did you set some new goals for next year? You still have plenty of time to decide. Let's do something right now, and let's take a look at your commute. And let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. And here's what we're looking at for the start of the morning. Temperatures in the teens in Eagle County, keeping the snow. It started falling somewhere around midnight. Started to see that in Avon. Earlier in the evening last night, around 10 o'clock, I started seeing on the cameras around Vail, as you can see there. And again, we're looking at that challenging visibility. Strong winds this past weekend. We're looking at 60-mile-per-hour gusts at times, some squalls that really just got in the way of how traffic and visibility and being on the roads are. And if that was just something as a learned lesson to stay off of the roads, well, yeah, there's no reasons to be out there at all. And it's always best to be safe. As you can see for the speed this morning, looking westbound, semis out there kind of on the crawl. Slick conditions exist out there. The visibility also is challenging where areas of blowing snow could kind of blend the road into the medians. You certainly want to just be aware of that. And but of course, if there's no reason to leave, if you have cancellations of your flights, we certainly would enjoy spending more time with you. Winter storm warning remains in effect until 8 a.m., so we're reaching the top of the hour where that could also change. Also, Avalanche Watch remains in effect until 8 a.m. today. Snow accumulation continues for today as well. We're looking at more significant accumulation in the weather, in the snow for tonight. We're looking at 1 to 3 inches possible. And as we're looking at systems, some of the front range weather forecasters saying systems moving out and another one behind it. I don't think we're going to really see much of a break this week until the weekend where we could return to clearer skies and sunshine. But here's, again, 2 inches reported the past 24 hours at Beaver Creek, 3 over at Vail. And if you're heading out in the slopes, stay close to us because we're going to share with you what lens you might want to consider while you're out there, as well as a safety message for you all being out on the slopes. But there's a look at what you're seeing right there. This weather and road report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. When we return, we'll be sharing with you a little bit about what made headlines. We'll be right back.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
Welcome back to VDL. My name is Ty Diaz, and we want to say special thank you to the fuel of the morning, that is Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Some mornings I have the coffee, some mornings I have the tea, and then there's other mornings like this show. It's going to be like a cup of this one, and then a cup of that one too. And I'm not sure what you're fueling up with this morning. Are you on the tea or the coffee side?
I am also drinking coffee every morning, Bridge Street Blend.
Oh, yeah, there you go. And so one of the cool things about coffees, and being she's mentioned the Bridge Street Blend, is picking out the name of the flavor of the coffee that kind of fits any guest or friend of yours that would love something from Vail. Stop by Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, either in Beaver Creek or in Minturn, and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy what they have to offer, and of course pick up a little something, a special flavor for someone that you're thinking of for why you are here and there if they couldn't be here with you. That was a tricky wording right there. Here's what made headlines in today's newspaper, the Vail Daily. Go wild! Take a look at this bobcat hangs out in the snow last week in Edwards. Snow makes for great scenic wildlife photos. What's interesting about wildlife, and I've been in the mountains for a while now, but I could say this, it's kind of hard to see how wildlife camouflages itself in nature, but someone was able to get this photograph right there. Thank you for sharing. Running low on tests, national PCR testing shortage hits Eagle County, and monoclonal antibodies are also in short supply as COVID-19 cases mount. That topic is found on page A3. And as you can see there, here's what we're finding in the imagery. COVID-19 rages on. Local providers are starting to feel the stress of national shortage of PCR tests. And other headlines today, the local and regional, the Great Chairlift boom. Busier than ever year for the Grand Junction Lift. Maker reveals strength of the Nationals resort industry. Here you'll find Darren Cole, the president of Leitner Poma of America, standing outside of his company's factory discussing a bull wheel bound for California's Palisade Tahoe ski area, where Leitner Poma is installing a new village-to-village gondola. Oh, that's fun to know. Also, in other images you'll find here, a hive of lift-building welders and engineers have been busier inside the Leitner Poma's 90,000 square foot facility in Grand Junction. Oh, that's where they're located, on December 20th. And Mount Garfield is seen behind Leitner Poma's manufacturing facility in Grand Junction. This is kind of good to know as far as where the chairlifts come from, where the manufacturers are locally. And other topics today, let's see here, where do we go? Avalanche Danger, high in Vail area. Fresh, heavy snow atop an unstable base is a recipe for big, serious slides. And as we shared with you earlier, we're keeping this Avalanche Watch in place today until 8 a.m. But as it plays into yesterday, which will be our other topic, and we're looking at a little backup that happened on I-70 yesterday. Avalanche mitigation snarls traffic in Vail. And looking at this image right here, a driver leaves her vehicle to elevate traffic on the main Vail roundabout area yesterday during closures of I-70, and that was due to avalanche control that was happening along I-70, which began at 9 a.m., and the warning went out days before, or at least the day before, letting everyone know to plan accordingly. But as you can see, hustle and bustle, people trying to make their destinations, flying in and out of Denver and or Aspen, just that commute, I-70 along that corridor for the lengths of any resort impacted by Vail Pass, definitely impeded on that. And that photo that you see there is provided by photographer Scott Reed.
Ty's roommate!
And in our final photo or topic today, which I can't seem to find, that would be it for today. All right, there you have it. And also look at some of the topics that made headlines in today's printed and online version of today's Vail Daily, but you can also check it out online. And while you're online, you can check out the resort cameras and the interstate cameras before you make your way out to the slopes or on your commute this morning. Okay, so what was our next topic you're holding up? Taking a look at your commute this morning. Let's go ahead and do that. So, traffic. Yeah, we've been seeing it. We've been learning about it, especially if you're a shuttle and or limousine driver. We have people that... What is that sound? Stop. We have people that have been trying to make their destinations either to DIA, but with this weather and the avalanche and the snow that's been going on, I think that's the clock that's going off over there. We have people that's been delayed a few days of just getting out of the mountains. You might want to log on to cotrip.org to check out any notices letting you know how your commute's looking this morning as far as closures are concerned, accidents. You can have alerts sent to your phone, as well as you can also look at the live feed cameras like we're sharing with you, letting you know at different points of the corridor how it's looking as you prepare for the roads. And as you can see, shoulder, median snow, also keeping a safe distance behind those plows if you're out there on the roads, something called bow tying. You don't want to pass them if they're ahead of you. They're clearing the roads for you. Give, I would say, a good 20 car lengths so they can kind of push all that debris. The debris tends to fly over medians and shoulders, so definitely be really cautious and go slow. It's not all that important to put yourself at risk or anyone else on the roads while you're out there, so be careful out there. cotrip.org, also information can be found to share with you how you can be prepared for the roads in case there's closures like these last few days along I-70 and possibly today. Let's go to Brazzo in Beaver Creek right now. He's probably in another location where the view is looking fantastic. The snow's still coming down, Brazzo. What about the traffic out there? How are things looking?
Very quiet right now. Very quiet. Downstairs, down on the escalators, all the employees are start arriving, but it's just me and Tiago right now in the mountain. That's it. And I wear this orange hat so you can see me because I'm camo today. Try to blend to the snow. What do you think about this jacket, man? That's my new toy for this winter.
All right, so tell us about the jacket.
Yeah, you like gear and all that stuff, and you know how important it is. This one have a bladder in the back, which is a kind of a camelback bladder, and I have water on it. So watch this trick.
Very
this little thing kind of pops out, and there he is. I'm ready for a long day in the backcountry or in the back bowls and having a long run. It's always good to have water, and it's right on my hip. It's just a little thing that goes right on my hip, and I thought it was the coolest thing, man. Now I'm ready to test it.
You are ready to test it, and we do appreciate you wearing that orange beanie Brazzo out there, because one of the many things that you want, especially on days like today, this past weekend, and this week as the weather continues to pull on in, if you're in the backcountry or if you're on the slopes, you do, though you're camouflaged in, and that's a style thing, you do want to be seen while you're out on the slopes, and especially if you're in need of help or if someone's with you that's on a follow, you want to have that significant indicator so that you are seen by someone else in your group. Something red, something bright, something orange like you're wearing out there. But you do look fantastic out there, and it's good to have that bladder pack on you too. So keeping small bottles of water on us when we're out on the slopes, that's a good safety idea right there. Thank you, Brazzo.
There's
what else?
The first skier behind me. That's the first guy going to skiing up. That's awesome. I'd love to see people going to skiing up and, take that first run, doing a serious workout. I love that. It's just cool. It was snowing right here at Beaver Creek. It's a storm. It's a winter storm warning. I saw my phone. The roads are a little iffy, so people take it easy. No rush. It's the holiday season. We're wrapping the year, hopefully in a good note. And, it's a lot of things happening. We're going to be interviewing some people from Beaver Creek today, later on. So we learned about all the New Year festivities and what's going on with the terrain. Man, it's going down. I'm super excited. I have Tiago with me today. We're going to go right after this.
All right, so just you and your son. So you're a crew of two today. Is that what's going on? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this is my boy right here.
There it is.
The 13-year-old.
There you go. You got father and son out there on the slopes today. And so the father's wearing the orange beanie. The son can be seen wearing a bright blue. That's really smart. What else did you want to share with us, Brazzo, really quick?
No, yesterday I was with the oldest one. Today I'm with this one. I alternate how early I wake them up. They look at me like, really, Dad? Winter break, baby. That's what you get.
Winter break. There you have it. All right, cool. We're going to be checking back in with Brazzo a little bit more and also sharing with you more safety ideas for you and your family and your group while you're out on the mountains to kind of remain together, or at least a plan to regroup if you become separated, but still ahead. We'll be sharing with you events that are happening in Beaver Creek, as well as a little dining and cooking going on with Tricia Swenson, all ahead.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up. Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code. You got this. No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squad jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
come on,
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, welcome back to VDL. My name is Ty Diaz, giving you a look at the weather once again. And as you saw, Brazzo in Beaver Creek, snow's coming down, and we're going to continue to see more of it, not just today, but the next couple of days. As this winter storm, well, in some forecasts are saying one might move out, take a little break, another one might move in, but we're really happy with what we have here. Sorry about you missing your flights and having to stick around for a few more days on the slopes with us, but it's been fun. It's been fun. I've been enjoying you, making new friends while you're out there. Starting the morning off in the teens, up and down the valley, challenging visibility will be the play into your day while you're out on the slopes. Why? Because of the snow. 3 inches reported the past 24 hours over at Vail, 2 at Beaver Creek. High temperatures today as we continue to see the snow in our atmosphere. We're looking at the low 20s. Wind speed is going to play into today as well while you're out there on your drive, as well as you're out on the slopes. So be prepared for that. And again, as Brazzo kind of shared, wear some colors to be seen while you're out on the slopes looking stylish today. You and your group come up with a plan on where to meet while you're out there on the slopes today. And any day this week, become familiar with the mountain so that you know where to go. And we're talking about dining and restaurants and lodging at the top, bottom, or mid points of the mountain, or agreeing to meet at the top or bottom of a chairlift if you are separated from your group because of the challenging visibility, as you can see right there. And again, that weather is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty. Now, giving you another look at the terrain of the mountain, here's what you want to know. How many lifts are spinning? How many runs are open? At Vail, a lot. Take a look at this, and we're really excited for Mother Nature, and I'm definitely going to continue to high-five grooming and snowmaking as we see them in and about town and while they're out working. Terrain open at Vail, 44%. Trails open at Vail, 141, 317, and lifts that are available, 18 of 33. Mainly all front side of the mountain, but you certainly can drop into Game Creek Bowl as well. But again, taking a look at the mountain maps on your phone, as well as the terrain difficulty status as it's described, green, blue, or black, diamond. Always go in the area within your ability just to be safe. And if anyone in your group that's not as advanced as you are, certainly be considerate of them, of where you're taking them out on the mountain. This is some challenging stuff out there. As you can see, we're not talking just 2 inches at Vail and 3 at Beaver Creek, 2 at Beaver Creek and 3 at Vail. We're talking about the overall accumulation that we picked up over the weekend, and adding on top of that, as well as what's going on in our atmosphere and the snow continuing today, it could be a little challenging even for people to comprehend what's going on all around them, and especially if they're seeing snow for the first time. A winter storm warning remains in effect until 8 a.m., and we're just minutes away from that, but we're also going to continue to see snow in our forecast while you're out there. And if you're in the backcountry, please check with your avalanche detail before you head out there as well, because it's been dicey all weekend long, and anything could be an event. Speaking of events, how about Beaver Creek? What's going on up there? Today being Tuesday, each day of the week and every day there's something happening magical and wonderful around Beaver Creek, from art installation to live music that can be found extraordinaire. Cheer, you can find that in Beaver Creek. From live music to performers, it's holiday fun for the whole family, beginning at 4 p.m. until 7 p.m., running through January 2nd, of many things to discover for you and your family and kids to enjoy. And every Thursday night through the end of March, you'll find fireworks display in Beaver Creek, but it's following a ski down parade that's over by the beginner gondola terrain over on Beaver Creek Mountain. And usually there's a DJ playing music. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, hot cocoa and cookies and a lot of photography out there. Here's another one. This one's also happening in Beaver Creek. New Year's Eve celebrates revel in the New Year's festivities mountain style with family-friendly party in Beaver Creek Village. If you're looking for this detail yourself to share with other guests and group members that are still arriving, trying to come up with a plan, log on to beavercreek.com. All that detail is waiting there for you, as well as deals on dining and where to go shopping and other activities like skating and concerts and shows in Beaver Creek, and just everything to keep you and your family enjoying yourself right there in the pot of Beaver Creek without having to go anywhere. Speaking of going anywhere, how about staying in and cooking? Is that what you did for the holiday, or did you order takeout, or did you go out dining? Did you make your reservations? That was kind of challenging, but if you have the space at home to entertain, Trisha Swenson did a raclette evening with her family. Let's take a look.
Having Rocky Mountain raclette delivered right to your home. You're gonna get the grills, you're gonna get all the food like the beef tenderloin, the lobster tail, and dessert. This is perfect if you don't want to go out after a day of skiing, or if it's spring break, President's Week, busy holiday season. You can always just have it brought straight to your home. Fill up the grill.
Who wants some sausage?
Did you get pickles, Mike?
I did. You want any sausage here?
Yeah, Mike. I'll get. And cleanup is super easy. You just put the grills back into the box, and they come and get them the next day.
Okay, that's a genius of an idea, especially as a bachelor. I could use someone after doing all the dining at home to come and get those dishes and just do them for me somewhere else. All right, so here we are. Thank you for watching VDL. Ty Diaz here with you, giving you the lens of the day and something that you might want while you're out in the slopes, and that's the ability to see out there. It's going to be challenging as snow continues to fall throughout the day. Heavier at times, depending on where you are at the higher elevations and the lower elevations, but still on the slopes, maybe lighter in areas, and also that wind speed blowing sideways as the morning started. Definition is going to be the challenge out there. We're talking about flat light. Today, I have selected the Smith Goggles 4D mag in the goggle strap of black. Here you'll find the bird's eye vision, clarifies not just your line, but the riders in your periphery, as you can see from this curved shape right here of your lens and your frame. The Smith mag lens change system uses magnetics for quick release and exchange of your lens. There's two buttons right here on the side. Just kind of pop the lens off, and you can put your red lens on for those sunnier days. And for days like today, choose the yellow lens for low light or dark stormy days, and that's what you'll find today. And so the lens of the day, it is the 4D mag in the yellow lens from Smith. You can find it at Eyepieces of Vail, the Art of Vision. You can find eyepieces up and down the valley from Riverwalk, as well as over in Beaver Creek, and a few locations over in Vail, like Lions Head and Vail Village. Still ahead on VDL, we're going to give you a look at some of the expiring schedules of entertainment that wraps up this week, and I'm talking Vail, the Magic Vail Lights. Yeah, is that a spoiler alert? We'll be right back.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
You are watching VDL. Ty Diaz here with you right now, giving you a look at the weather and throughout the day, especially if any traveling friends or maybe it's you. It's always good to take a look at the roads and the weather just all day long. That way you'll make your destination and you know what to be prepared for, either you as the driver and or if someone is driving for you. Be a team out there. Here's what we're looking at right there, starting the morning off in the teens for Vail. We're looking at wind gusts at times throughout, as you can see right there, reaching upwards of 28 miles per hour. And you're going to find those blizzards while you're out there for that drive at times, but also on the slopes, too, for your visibility. Challenged. We're also looking at high temperatures making their way into the mid to lower 20s, overnight low temperatures in the teens, keeping clouds in our forecast, keeping snow in the forecast, not just for today, but tonight we're looking 1 to 3 inches possible. That's some of the weather forecasts that are being shared with us. But looking at the next few days, we're talking about keeping snow showers in the forecast for our Wednesday. Can you believe it? That's tomorrow, the 29th of December. Snow showers likely mainly before 8 a.m. But we're also going to find that dip in temperature as well tomorrow. We're looking tomorrow morning. We're looking at the below figures, but we're looking for the daytime accumulation about an inch possible. Keeping snow in the forecast into our Thursday and our Friday. And as we step into Thursday, Friday, our greater chances and for more significant snowfall as well as what they're calling for. But today we're looking at the past 24 hours. Beaver Creek 2 inches reported, at Vail 3 inches reported, and you will find fresh snow on groomed runs if you're hitting the slopes. As we're rolling past the 8 o'clock hour, we're looking at an expiring Avalanche Watch that was in effect until 8 a.m., but certainly keeping that in mind if you're heading into the backcountry or in any extreme terrain that is not resort managed or groomed, because anything out there could be the trigger. We are talking about how this is not all man-made stuff in and around the Colorado mountains, wherever it is that you choose to go. This is natural. This is Mother Nature. This stuff is real. So always review safety with you and your group when you're out there, and also consider it very seriously yourself as well. Making your way to Vail today, 44% of the terrain's open for you, 141 trails open over at Vail, 18 lifts available. You could find that detail and expounded detail about what runs, maybe your favorite runs if it's open, for you by logging on to snow.com, and you can click any of the resort locations under the Vail Resorts umbrella to check out how things are looking there, like Vail, like Beaver Creek, well, because you're here. And if you notice right there in the corner, the Grooming Report gives you a map of Vail Mountain. We love seeing those. You could print that out and or just pass that detail on with your friends while you come up with a plan on where to meet top and bottom of a chairlift and or for dining or just to admire what Vail looks like and how much terrain that are open for you out on the slopes. Speaking of getting out on the slopes, what about Beaver Creek? The lift's open at 9 o'clock. Brazzo's hanging out there with his son. Let's see how things are shaping up out there. Can you smell any chocolate chip cookies where you are, Brazzo? I bet you can.
You know it. I follow my nose, man. You know I follow my nose. We're hiding inside of the Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Co. And I want to remind everybody that masks inside are still mandate. You can take it out as you sip in your hot chocolate like Tiago is doing. But remember to be respectful with everybody. And then when you're outside, off you go. You can go and have a good time. Hey, Ty.
Yes.
Ashley was asking me why I start my day with so much energy and why not. This is what I do, man. This is what I do. I drink Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. You know, I mean, they have some locally roasted at altitude, and it's local coffee. And look at this place, man. Just saying. I'm just teasing everybody. Wake up, people. We have some quiches. We have some empanadas. We have some muffins, some croissants, and a happy crew. Right, Thorn? Yeah. So that's one way to start the day, man.
That is an enjoyable location, the new Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea in Beaver Creek. And yes, freshly baked cookies throughout the day. And you can just smell it just billowing out of the doorway, just all around that level, that location where you are, right by the gondola there and the base of the mountain at Beaver Creek. But, Brazzo, you can also pick up something for some other people, some beanies there. You can pick up some ball caps over there. And you can pick up some gifts of different flavors, coffee by different names out of that location.
Absolutely. They doing all kinds of different fair trade coffees, and they roast it at altitude. And I'm kind of an expert because I used to use their products, and I still do. Every morning at home, I do the Espresso Levita in my espresso machine. That's what I come out all crazy, you know. I'm ready to go. But in this location, you can also get a cocktail.
You're getting.
Get your pastry. What do you want, sister? What do you want? What do you want, sister?
Anybody else want to place their order this morning with Brazzo? He's there. I'm not sure whose card he's using to pay for things at Beaver Creek, but that's Brazzo right now, broadcasting from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea in Beaver Creek. And do yourself a favor and make your way into there as well. Pay a visit, sit around, watch the traffic go by, do a little people watching. They have indoor and outdoor seating. And if anyone's looking for coffee in the morning and you just happen to leave that location and you're an earshot to the wall of that kind of conversation and inquiry, just let them know where you found that. It's right there off of all of the escalators. All right, let's make our way over to Vail. Here's what I found, and it's just catching me by surprise, and I've yet to make it there myself. Have you made it there? As January is right around the corner, and we're talking January specifically, that is the last day of the Magic of Vail Lights. It is a family-friendly lighting experience in the heart of Vail, and we're talking 500,000 or more lights. We're starting to hear rumors and bloviating numbers from other people that have made it there of a tour over by the Gerald Ford Amphitheater where you can enjoy music, fire dancers, there's hot cocoa and s'mores, and a beautiful walk all around, especially in the evening time, taking in the holiday display, spending time with the family and friends, new people that you meet along the way, but taking in just this magical experience that it's just not compared to anywhere else. And again, that is the magic of lights, Vail.com. You can buy your tickets at that website and check in that display. Live music with Dave Tucker between 6 and 8 p.m. Fire dancers. Yeah, there's a show at 6:30. There's another one at 7:30. What is today's date? Today, the 28th. Yeah, so those today and tomorrow you can catch the fire dancers. Open nightly at 5 p.m. at the Ford Park Lower Bench. And it's running through the 2nd of January. That's Sunday. Don't miss it. I have a strong feeling I'm going to miss it. Emma, have you made it to that?
I did. I went last week.
Yeah?
It's really good for Instagram pictures.
Oh, wow. Yes. And if you take Instagram pictures, if you were there, you're more than welcome to share with us here at VDL. All right, more going on over at Vail. This one, you can log on to discovervail.com to check out other events. And so what do we have that's ending on the 7th here that says that to go to discovervail.com?
Oh, that ends January 2nd. Sorry.
January 2nd. Oh, so the Magic of Vail Lights. Got it. All right. So here's what we're going to do next. And we're talking about SKEA. And so what we want to do is learn that SKEA products can be found at Pepe Sports in Vail, as well as Christie Sports at Vail, in Lions Head, and in Avon, Base Mountain Sports. We're going to check out Meredith wearing SKEA.
Hey there, my name is Meredith Kirkman and we're here with Vail Daily Live, and today we are talking with Diane Boyer, who is the founder of SKEA, which is such a unique luxury ski brand based here in Colorado. Diane, thank you for joining us. Mountaintop.
Oh my God.
These views.
We
right?
are so lucky here, standing in Bidvale, right in front of the Gore Range. It's where you grew up.
Yes.
It's where I've spent most of my life. We just love it here.
And I'm sure that these mountains have inspired everything about SKEA.
Everything.
So bring us back to day one, year one. What inspired you to launch SKEA?
It was 1972. I was in 10th grade. My daddy bought my mom a ski suit in Val d'Isère, France. And it wasn't a SKEA, it was a brand that we used to import called Ski Mare. And we grew up in the East Coast and we skied in Vermont. So we were in Stratton Mountain, Vermont, and my mom was a very attractive lady, and she came out in this beautiful ski suit, and nobody had seen a one-piece suit. You know, they had stretch pants and so on. And that was the beginning, and Daddy called the manufacturer and said, "Are you imported into the United States?" No. So we were the importers and distributors. And then over the years, we actually in 1981, we started and made it into our own brand, SKEA. And we've taken off from there and moved it from the East Coast to Denver. And we used to have our own factory there. Now we're manufactured overseas. But our offices are still here in Vail and in Golden, Colorado. So it's been quite a journey.
To hear that it started with a fashion icon, because Diane is a fashion icon. Look at her.
No.
You are. And I think that your designs are very iconic. So walk us through what inspires the art design and how it's kind of morphed over the years.
Yes. Well, what's interesting is SKEA is all about color. And of course, we want to fit the female figure.
Yes.
But color and prints and exclusive looks. So this year, as every year, we have an artist do a painting for us, and then we put it onto fabric, waterproof the fabric, and make it work for ski. So each year it's a little different. We have this year Paintbrush and Aloha. Other years we'll have an embroidery. We've done a big push with Indian embroidery, American Indians, Native Americans. And so that was very big for us in the 90s. And I think that may come back, the Native American feel. So this year we have a lot of beautiful floral colors from the Aloha, and then we coordinate solid colors with it. Of course, I have white, but you could be with a pink or a turquoise or a lilac. So it's really, really fun. But little things, like you think, oh, a lady's ski jacket, all she does is take a run or two. No. The real skiers wear SKEA.
Oh, yes.
So we have what we call pit zips or ventilation zips for under the arm, because women perspire too. We have what we call thummy cuffs, so that they go down over your thumb and into your jacket. Nice gussets that then will have either solid or not underneath. High zip collars, hoods which are helmet compatible, so they're big because they have to fit over a helmet.
Absolutely.
When we're skiing, we need that. And then the fur comes off. Let's say you're skiing on a day and it's not so cold and you don't want your fur. You leave it at home, fold it back, and the hood comes off. So it's really fun. And what's really nice is it's unique. You don't see yourself coming and going.
Absolutely. Well, if you want to stand out on the mountain like Diane, check out SKEA. They are in different retailers here in Vail, but they also have an online shop too, which is skealimited.com. Also check them out on Instagram, SKEA Ltd.
Correct. Awesome. Thank you so much. Great to see you today.
Thanks, Diane.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Thank you for watching VDL. My name is Ty Diaz. Thanks for tuning in with us on Spotify, listening with us there. Also tuning in on Outside Television 17. You can watch us there in case you're a smart device person and now you're here and you're like, well, I just want to put it on the big screen. You can do that. You've always had the ability to, but now you can do it through Comcast as well. And thank you for watching around the state on the various channels where VDL can be found. Giving you a look at your weather and mountain report. And we're talking 3 inches reported at Vail the past 24 hours, 2 at Beaver Creek. Snow remains in the forecast for today. Wind gusts also play into today, or shall I say wind speed at times, 28 miles per hour, which will play into your visibility while out on the slopes and or for your commute, especially when you're climbing into the higher elevation, trying to make it over those passes to finally leave this vacation where some of you have been kind of trapped here due to cancellation, but not a bad place to be, honestly. And we look forward to your return if you have to leave today. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend with us. And come on back. Yeah. Temperatures, we're going to find that making their way into the 20s today, but in the snow. Overnight low temperatures will be in the teens, and the winds are also going to be with us, and they're calling for 1 to 3 inches possible tonight. And so I'm looking forward to sharing with you, or VDL is looking forward to sharing with you that snow total, those snow totals tomorrow morning. So yeah, whoever's washing their car every day, bringing that snow in here, good on you for that. We just wrapped up an Avalanche watch that was in effect until 8 a.m., but still a concern when you're out in the backcountry and in the terrain. So please just be accountable and go over all of your safety reviews with you and your crew while you're out there enjoying today, either on the mountain and or snowmobiling or whatever your activity is that could be considered extreme. Looking at the status at Vail, lift and terrain, 44% of the terrain open over at Vail, 141 trails open at Vail, and 18 lifts available for you. You'll also see right there the lift hours, 8:30 until 3:30, and then somewhere around February is where that time will change as far as your access start and end dates or end times on the mountain. But you can pick up your grooming report for Vail and Beaver Creek by logging on to snow.com. Choose your report, take a look at the mountain, share that with your group, come up with a plan for dining, for chairlifts, for your approach of the mountain and where you would care to occlude, and also keeping in mind that on both of those sites, on that same site for every resort, take a look at the skiers, snowboarders, safety, responsibility code while you're out there. It's always good to know. It's always good for review. Speaking of review, let's go back to Beaver Creek, which is located right here in Colorado, somewhere around here. I'm sure you'll find it, and if not, we could ask Brazzo. How'd you get there this morning, Brazzo?
Well, the roads were not that bad, but you have to drive slow and be very respectful with the weather. You don't mess around with Mother Nature, you know. So take it easy, drive slow. I hit the 4-wheel drive on my truck, and nice and slow up the hill, steady Eddie, and all safe and sound. And now we're enjoying this amazing powder, all this amazing fresh snow coming out. Look at behind us. We're warming up. Let me push this guy out of the way. We're warming up, and right back. You see? So we're warming up. Look at our view behind us. I can wait to take those fresh lines today.
You know, Brazzo, speaking of taking a look at the views, how about us together and maybe just pull Emma in there too? And let's take a look at some of the viewers' submissions this morning. Let's take a look here at some of the photos. Can you see that there? So that was a young lady. She had her doggy with her. Yeah, do you know your dog breeds very well? Because I get lost sometimes. I don't always know all the names of the breeds of the doggies. But we'll take another look here in a second. Okay, what kind of doggy is that all bundled up?
That's a cowboy dog, right? Those are the ones that the cowboys have. They're super smart dogs.
We'll call it that. All right, let's take a look at our next image as they're enjoying the powder and the snow wherever it can be found in your neighborhood, in the parks. We thank you for that viewer submission. Oh, here's a nice, cute bundle up in pink.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, Tiago?
I think we can definitely put Aisa into one of those.
We can definitely get Aisa in one of those things and start. It looks like a what is that in the back? That's just like
sled.
Like a sled.
Like a sled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Who's Aisa? Who's Aisa?
The baby girl, my daughter. She's gonna be the camera. Yeah.
Aisa Horwitiner.
That is right.
That's Emma in the background. All right, popping some tricks.
Butter. Yeah, that's a huge butter.
Brazzo, can you do that?
I cannot because my knees will stay in one side and the board will go somewhere else. That's the sad part of aging, you know. This guy can.
All right. We thank you very much for sharing it. Oh, we have more. Okay.
I'm back.
All right. So what's our next image? That's Emma, if you're wondering whose voice is in the background. Here's another one. Christmas Eve Pow. This is from the Wayward Hiker.
Nice. I love it.
One of the many cool things that we look at, we're always trying to recognize views and locations, and that's one of the games that we play when we open the newspaper or when we go to Instagram and people take these beautiful winter images. We just wonder where they are, or maybe we recognize that location. We thank you all for sending your viewer submissions to #Vail Live on Instagram so that we can take a look at these images together and just kind of comment candidly what we see there. And I really enjoy how people, from their pets to the owners and individuals, are just kind of sharing with us their colors, their styles while they're out there, and also the locations as they pick up these cake views of snow on the tables, like one of my favorite locations right there, Bart and Yetis. And again, if you would care to send any photos to us to share, you can do so on Instagram.
I love what they serve powder.
Vail Live.
Yes.
Their powder is part of the menu.
Brazzo, what did you say yesterday when you're at Garfinkel's?
That's my favorite. You know, I mean, they only serving right now my favorite item in the menu. You know, fresh powder.
Woo! I think this was from a couple days ago. This is definitely more than the 3 inches reported today. Here's one more.
One more. Is this the last one? All right. Yep. Christmas Eve powder day. And these powder days are not over. Wintertime is just kicking off. And again, you can send these submissions. We appreciate your views, seeing your style and your colors. And Brazzo and your son, the commentary and kind of noticing what we're seeing in these submissions. Tell your son and the family to send some photos from home of them watching us VDL style on #Vail Live. We'd like to see that you and your pets and family are watching us too. Here's what we're going to do. Speaking of style and being layered up and checking out the views, how do you look dressed up in Outlets of Silverthorne? Here's some ideas for you with Trisha Swenson.
We're at the Outlets at Silverthorne, just about a half hour away from the Vail Valley, exit 205 and Interstate 70. And joining me now, we have Peggy Ziegland, and she's going to give us some tips on how we can save even more. I mean, these are the must-dos when you're coming over here.
Absolutely, Trish. This is the red carpet treatment at the Outlets at Silverthorne. You first come into the fabulous Welcome Center, which learn all about your hiking and different trails and things like that. But what I love to come here for, first of all, is my VIP savings card.
Yes.
First commandment of shopping, go to the Outlets at Silverthorne. Ask, please, may I have my VIP savings card?
Good, thank you.
Thank you so
and the
much.
stores aren't going to ask you for this. This is something that you need to be in the know about. And what I love about it is it gives you all the list, a long list, front and back, of the stores that are participating and what kind of deals you're going to get.
That's right, and you are right. You must show this. They're not going to ask you. But the thing that I love also is we have some exclusive stores here, unlike any others in the state. So you've got Williams-Sonoma, the only outlet in the state of Colorado. Colorado. You've got Pearl Izumi, the only outlet in the state of Colorado, and they both are on the savings card program. So 10% off Pearl Izumi, $20 off, $150 or more at Williams-Sonoma, and as you can see, so many others. You want to check this out first. This is the first commandment of shopping.
Okay.
The Outlet Silverthorne.
And then, all right, next you have Elite Awards now. What are
We do.
those?
Elite Awards. Everyone wants to become a member because A, it's free. Hello. Thank you. So come on, sign up. You get points for every dollar you spend. And then you also get rewards such as gift cards, lots of goodies, gift cards. So why not do it? As long as you're here saving money, save some more.
All right, and you have plenty of places to save at. We have 3 different villages. We have the red, the green, and the blue, housing all sorts of our favorite outlets. We've got Gap, we've got J. Crew, we have Banana
Polo,
Republic, Calvin Klein.
Under Armour, Carter's. It goes on and on. It's so great.
Peggy, where is the Colorado Welcome Center located?
Trish, we are right down from Starbucks. Just think of Starbucks, you'll see Under Armour, oh my gosh, Carter's. Timberland Cafe is on the other side of us. Right there, it says Colorado Welcome Center. Come on in to get your savings card, but also if you have any questions about recreation, places to stay, fabulous resorts, things to do, this is the place to go.
And we should mention too that we do have restaurants within the 3 different villages as well.
Yes.
So if you get hungry, if you're spending quite a bit of time here, you can stay fueled up.
And chocolate. Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Oh yeah.
That's on your VIP savings card too. Okay, so if you want to learn more, what's the best source? Do you have a website for us?
Outlets at silverthorne.com.
Okay, thanks Peggy.
Thank you.
Get this VIP card.
See and be seen with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Welcome back to VDL. My name is Ty Diaz. I'm looking out of the windows here of the studios in Eagleville at the interstate. And man, that weather, it is coming down. We're keeping snow in the forecast. And if you're out there, checking out their commute back to the airport, still watching the show, don't forget to tip your drivers. These guys are very skilled, and they're keeping you safe on these commutes from in and out of the mountains, over these passes, to make sure that you get to your destination safely, and you can show some love and some appreciation with a little bit of cash grease or a Venmo or something, just letting these guys know that they've worked really hard and impressive to make you get there on time, but especially safe. And they look at the roads right there. Shoulder, median snow for that commute this morning. Traffic picking up at this hour to make their way towards the slopes. As you have learned, 3 inches reported the past 24 hours over at Vail, 2 at Beaver Creek, 1 to 3 inches possible for your daytime accumulation. And it's been very real, this snowfall on the slopes as well as on the roads while you're out there, and weather-wise. Just a magical Christmas and holiday weekend, and the snow is going to stick around as we roll into the New Year's. The new year. Let's stay close to VDL as we share with you the weather throughout the week. Maybe things won't change much back to sunshine until after the new year. That's what we're hoping for, right? That's what you're looking forward to. And if this is your first time in snow, let me just share with you the easiest way to enjoy it if you're not a on the slopes person just yet, and maybe bring mom and dad and the kids out for this one too. Go outside in the snow and then turn your face up towards the sky and let those snowflakes just fall on your face for a little while. It tickles. It's just that simple. And that's just enjoyment right there. And that'll just start marking the magic and the memories that you might want to return years to come. So share that little tidbit with someone right there. Give you a look at your forecast for the next few days for your Monday morning through Wednesday. As you can see, up and down the valley, some models are saying that there could be a break in this weather and then return to snow later on in the week. But anything can happen in the mountains where back to back, all these snowstorms could just kind of pile up on this side of the Continental Divide and just give it to us really good, as you can see, north and south of us right there. Temperatures making their way into the mid to lower 20s today. Overnight low temperatures will be in the teens, another 1 to 3 inches possible. But if you're making your way to the slopes today, here's what you have. Access points over at Vail. A lot of terrain. 44% of Vail Mountain open for you. 141 trails available for you. And 18 lifts for you. Log on to snow.com. Take a look at the Grooming Report, the map itself of Vail Mountain, and just kind of come up with a plan of how to approach the mountain for the day. Maybe it's your goal, you and your group, because you have the ability to get every chairlift in a single day. If it's not crowded out there, it certainly is possible. Come up with some games to play while you're out there too. And if you come up with a cool game and you want to share with VDL, let us know. Write into us, chat with us right there on YouTube or Facebook on the live feed there. And we're happy to learn that game and the instructions on how to play it right there. Speaking of playing things, how about playing recipes? Trisha Swenson shared with us a cool one that she worked on. It is a white bean chili. It has chicken in it. Let's take a look.
With the weather getting cooler, it's time to maybe try a little chili. We have a homemade chili recipe for you. Allie Stevens joins us from Season to Taste. And what do we have here today?
All right, so we're making a nice, healthy white chicken chili. So we've started with some sauteed chopped onions, and then we will make a roux. So you're just butter and flour, and you're just taking away that flour flavor, but that's gonna thicken our whole soup. And then we'll add in our liquids, our milk, and chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth if you'd like, but then we'll be adding in some chicken. This is a great way to either roast your own chicken just for a couple dollars. You can do a rotisserie chicken, peel it off, chicken breast, cook those. And then white beans, again, just whatever you like. And then some green chilies. You can either get these in a can or some hatch green chilies from the vendors. And then we'll have some seasoning. So this is just some chili powder, cumin, salt, pepper, season it to your taste, and then some hot sauce.
All right, perfect. All right, we brought the pot off the hot stove. We're gonna ladle it up into a cute little crock bowl here, and it smells delicious.
Yes, just hot off the stove, warming me up right now.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so this is once again the white bean and chicken chili. Yep. And then we can add, you have some sour cream mixed with Greek yogurt.
Yes, so you can just use Greek yogurt if you like, if you want to just do the sour cream, but plain Greek yogurt would work great.
Okay, a little more cheese, never hurts either. Okay.
And grate your own cheese. It has no preservatives in it. And then we'll just finish with some fresh cilantro And if you'd like any more hot sauce of your choice.
Okay, perfect. You can make it as hot as you like. Season to taste. And speaking of season to taste, if you want to learn more, seasontotasteco.com.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
We are VDL.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
There we are.
There you go.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm here with Rachel Levitsky, the communication manager for Beaver Creek Resort, and I'm very excited because with all this snow, I kind of want to know what's going on with terrain, and I see the poster with the Mccoy Park. You tell me about it, please.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, obviously you can see the sun is not here today. The snow is falling, and we're going to open Harrier, which is super exciting on a powder day. Big fun. And then, yeah, you mentioned Mccoy Park. Things we're excited for the new year. We are really hoping to open Mccoy Park as soon as possible. It just depends on a little bit more snow. So Mccoy Park is our new 250-acre expansion of natural groomable glades. You can see it here. It's this gorgeous open bowl. It is so serene, and it's a place for your whole family to connect together. It's got 3 intermediate trails and 14 new beginner trails. We have a new warming hut out there, 2 new lifts, a quad detachable, and a high-speed, another high-speed quad. So lots of fun to explore together out in Mccoy Park. We are so excited to open it at the soonest we possibly can.
So Rachel, when you say for squat, what does that mean?
Quad chair.
Quad chair.
Yep, so 4-person chair.
Oh, 4-person.
Yep, so we've got 2 of those going in.
Okay, and they're super quick.
Yep, so we've got a high-speed detachable and then a fixed grip. So one is going to be our main chair, the Mccoy Park Express, which you can lap through the bowl, and then we'll have Reunion Lift, which is our egress chair out there.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's on top. It's on the other side by Bachelor Gold, Chase, is all that side, right?
It kind of connects Larkspur Bowl, Strawberry Park, and Bachelor Gulch. So you can access it by Larkspur Bowl or Strawberry Park Express, or you ski up Upper Beaver Creek Express.
Man, yeah. I'm so excited.
It's going to be fun.
That bowl is just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it is beautiful. And it's got a brand new view that people have not seen if you've skied Beaver Creek for years. We've got something new. It is a view of the Swatch Range from our new warming hut. Gorgeous deck, just a place to take in nature. We also have worked with the Forest Service a lot on this project, and something that's really fun out there is we have an eco mural in the warming hut, which will tell you more about that terrain that you're experiencing and how it connects to nature. So what different animals use it for, what the ecosystem is like. It'll be really fun to explore.
So cool.
Yes.
A learning experience, a fun experience, terrain for everybody. Beaver Creek, like nothing on earth, really.
Like nothing on earth. You're not wrong.
All right. Back to you guys. Thank you very much. Coming to Beaver Creek is the way to do it.
Thank you very much, Brazzo. Thank you very much, Rachel. A lot of new things happening up and down the valley, especially in our resorts. That new access point terrain that's happening over in Beaver Creek here as soon as they can open it. Just a little bit more snow. Yeah, that's kind of happening right now. And if you care to be a part of the experience here with Vail Resorts on Vail Mountain and Beaver Creek, why don't you spend the entire season with us? Maybe get a job on the slopes over there so we can high-five you and take in some of this terrain together. And on Beaver Creek Mountain, yeah, we're looking forward to that new Mccoy Park location, that new teaching terrain, and learning new names of chairlifts and runs. And I want to see the views back there. For the longest time, that view inside of Mccoy Park has been kind of a snowshoe cross-country ski thing. But who's going to be the first boarder down inside of there? You're going to be, Emma? All right.
I'm going to be the first boarder.
And what else are you going to be? You're going to be first.
I want to be the first on the zero-emission snowmobiles.
Ooh,
too.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn out there. To find out more about a lot of things new at Vail and Beaver Creek or with Vail, log on to snow.com. That's all that we have for us here and you at VDL. We certainly want you to get out and enjoy the day. Brazzo, so you and your son are going to get out on the slopes, just the two of you today, wearing some colors to be seen so you can kind of recognize each other out there?
Absolutely. You know, we had white out 2 days ago, and I was going the reach line from chair 7, Game Creek to chair 2. And I lost both of my boys, man. It was crazy, crazy, crazy conditions. Zero visibility. So absolutely correct. We need color and loudness and all the above. So beautiful day here at Beaver Creek, everybody. Enjoy your day. Happy holidays. Let's keep the spirit and be safe out there. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you all here, VDL, tomorrow morning. Be safe out there.